refreshing milk and yogurt flavor. This is like a milk soda. Normally when my milk's carbonated, I'm not drinking it. Well, not much. I mean, I'm going to try a little. But normally it's not very good when it's carbonated. This is pretty good. It's like a Korean thing. Yeah, made in Korea. Latte is the brand. Sounds like it'd be like a coffee thing. It's not. It's carbonated milk. And I like it. But that's not what you're here for. Unless it is. But it's probably not. Oh, hey, what are you doing there, cutie? Oh, and me? Well, I'm just replicating the test that led to this slower breaking. Not this one exactly. This is a new one. And isn't it adorable? Much like you are. So we're gonna drop it, like your mom dropped you when you were a baby. This is my baby. Don't drop babies, kids. So we're going to drop it. We're going to pick it up to roughly the height, as best as I can, that the other lower reached when, bang, recoil, yada, yada. I'm going to drop it. We'll see if it breaks. Will it? Will it not? I don't know. It will help us answer the question of if the recoil broke it or the drop broke it. It won't conclusively get us to that answer. But if it does break when I drop it, that'll tell us that the drop alone would have broken it. It won't tell us that the recoil didn't play a role, but it definitely pushes us in that direction. So this lower has the same connection point setup as the previous one. So let's see what happens. Can you see my face? I don't know. In the video, when you look at it, you'll see that it goes up and it does a little hop. That's it pivoting no longer off the bipod, but off the barrel. So it does whoop, then it drops. So we'll see what happens. You ready? Hi, I'm not. I'd just like to add to my PSA, don't drop babies, because that's what'll happen if you drop a baby, or a ceramic plate, or a Mammoth 50 BMG lower, while attached to an upper. Also, brush your teeth, and brush your kids' teeth, if you have kids. If you don't have kids, find one, brush their teeth. They need to be brushed. Glad you're still here. So after that one broke, I decided to make another one. Same design, same 2-pin connection, but instead of super glue, this time I used JB Weld. Which is hideous. So ugly. But we use it in bolts and it works pretty well. And I don't think super glue would hold up in a bolt. So let's see if this ugly stuff has what it takes. Wow. JB Weld is way stronger. Way, way stronger. So I don't know how many drops. You can count them. I'll probably count them and put it on the screen. Because I'm nice like that. If you appreciate things like that, and things like this, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Or if you want to hurt me, hit the dislike button. You won't see how many there are. But I will. So yeah, JB Weld, way stronger. Oh my gosh. That final time when it did break, I lifted it up a good bit more than it did in the video. We're still not talking waist height type drop. So I was thinking about it, and like real life, not, silly testing like this. What kind of drops would you expect? And maybe you're carrying it and you're walking around and, arm extended, you drop it from waist height. That could happen. Or let's say you put it on a table. Yada yada, falls off the table. That's about waist height, probably, depending on how tall you are. And so that still would break in that situation. But way stronger. Way, way stronger. And I mean, hey, maybe it was weakening each time I did those drops. And maybe it would have lasted in the higher situation. I don't know. Hey, buddy. Party's over this way. Come on. So this one was way, way stronger. But JB Weld is ugly. I don't like that. So I made a new design, which... Boom. I don't know how well you can see, but there are 5 pins here. And I actually updated this connection to also have 5 pins. The other one had 3 pins. So 5 pins. Because I did have another model that I also didn't record where this part broke. This line right here. And it seemed to be mostly due to the number of pins. So strengthened that and made 5 pins here. So way stronger. This lasted a lot more hits, which I should have recorded. I didn't. But it also broke. Without going to a stronger hit. So this guy broke. Kind of cool, it actually broke the plastic here. So that kind of tells me it was connected pretty strong. So the glue did a good job, super glue. And so if this were to have been done with JB Weld, which I now believe to be much stronger than super glue for this application, it probably would have lasted way more hits. But obviously I don't know that for sure, but I think so. But even still, I was like, you know what? Since I have this, I might as well see if I can make it even stronger. And so I'm sort of releasing 2 versions, but recommending one more than the other. In the comments, all you guys, like 20 of you, were like, yo, put a threaded rod in there. Put 2 threaded rods, yada yada, keep it in compression. And I agreed with you guys that would definitely strengthen this part like a ton. And I just didn't want to. And the reasons I didn't want to, well, the reason I gave was that it adds an extra part that you have to get, adds a little complexity to the build. Therefore, maybe less people will do it. The other thing, another reason I had is, as far as recoil goes, keeping these in compression doesn't matter for recoil, because that's not where like the force of the recoil is really going. This has the same amount of force on it as your shoulder. And this can take more than your shoulder. So where the recoil really goes, it's concentrated at these pinholes. So these 2 pinholes, that's what's handling the recoil, not this area that keeps breaking in the drop tests. But I understand you might drop this thing. And so if we can make it stronger, I should. So the other reason I didn't add threaded rods is because I was thinking I would have to bulk it out in order to have it big enough that I could fit a couple threaded rods in there. And I really didn't want to make it any bulkier than it already is. I really like how it's basically the same diameter as the upper. Same diameter as the pins you can get at Harbor Freight. Really liked that. So I really didn't want to change the exterior dimensions, but I wanted to make it stronger. So I ended up, where is it? Oh, I left it in another room. I'll be right back. I ended up adding a threaded rod. Here is the new and improved version. You might be thinking, that looks exactly like the previous version and the version before that. They all look the same.
Shut up! The man has only one look, for Christ's sake! Blue Steel? Ferrari? Latigra? They're the same face! Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
You'd be right. This one has a threaded rod. So hopefully you can see that right there. Then in the back. Oh. There we go. You can also see there's a threaded rod in there. Now, the threaded rod isn't going to increase the resistance to recoil at all. The recoil, there's a pin here and a pin here, and that's what's taking the recoil. So those areas, this is only susceptible when you drop it. And the thing is, the layers are in this orientation, so they're already good to go as far as recoil goes, but a drop can break it, as we've seen. And I don't like that. How much of a drop can this threaded rod version hold? I actually don't know. Because I don't want to break it yet. I want to shoot it. I want to shoot it a bunch. And then once I've shot it a bunch, I'm going to do some drop tests. Some other differences on this lower. I've added a little bit of thickness to the grip here. Just makes it more comfortable. Fits at least my hand a lot nicer. But most importantly, I'm sure you're all thinking, if I added that threaded rod and all this extra material on the inside there, is this going to be able to hold 272 Skittles? And the fact of the matter is it can't. And, you know, I'm ashamed to tell you that, but it can't do it. But there is a silver lining. Milkus, the carbonated milk for a carbonated man. You can fit in here an entire 8 ounces of piping hot chocolate. I'm a little scared to open it because it is really hot. That's actually really good hot chocolate. It's like Ghirardelli, whatever. It's said to make it with water. Darn tootin', I can get carbonated milk for free. I just leave it out of the fridge for a week. But I'm no scrub, so I made it with milk, like a man. Wow, that's really good. So, here we have it. I think this will probably be the final version. I haven't shot it yet. Need to do a lot of testing. About a week from tomorrow, I'm going to be going shooting with some friends, and I'm hoping to put about 100 rounds through here. And if we can take that, I'll be pretty confident releasing it. Normally, for most guns, you want to put it through at least 1,000 rounds before releasing it. 50 BMG is just a different beast, though, because that would be $3,000 of ammo, and I don't want to do that.